everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Native Diaries. It's the first season and it's episode 3 of the show, and today we're going to have a look at some twites, we're going to have a look at some siskins, and we're going to have a look at some redpolls. You know what to do, grab yourself a cuppa, sit back and enjoy the show. So last time out we looked at the bullfinches and the goldfinches. Thanks to everybody who commented, who seemed to enjoy the show. Really love your comments, love your likes, so thanks very much indeed. Today we're going to have a look at the 3 remaining birds that we're running as straight pairs here in the Canary Room this year. So many of you regular viewers to the Canary Room will know that we have a return of the Redpoll Diaries. We're running 6 pairs of redpolls this year. We have a normal pair, we have a cobalt pair, both pairs are from Alan Hoary. We have a pied pair, a straight pied pair, which is also from Alan Hoary. And we have a straight pied pair, which is from Kenny Masterman, with a pied cock and I think a pied hen, also from Kenny Masterman. And then we have a pied cock and a silver, or an agate, sorry, split pied hen from Chris Harrison. So redpolls I've had on and off for 7-8 years now maybe. Really love the bird, drive me absolutely insane. We have bred them successfully in the Canary Room. We offer 2 sites for them. We've got a little bit of cover, you can see some of the flights here. We use external nest boxes for them as well, so a bit of cover here for them. They really good parents in the main. So they've got a basic redpoll mix, which I get from Shane at Direct Bird Products. I'm giving them a combination of a little bit of moss, a little bit of jute string, a little bit of kapok for nesting materials. They build a really nice nest, generally speaking. And they can lay anywhere between 4 and 7 eggs. So as a general rule, I don't tend to take the native, certainly the redpoll eggs away. They grow quickly, the young. I ring them at 3 or 4 days, depending on their size. This year I bought something because I use IOA rings and they're blue this year, and that's pretty much guaranteed to get them turfed out of the nest. So I have bought a little contraption and some rubber bands which will cover the rings, so hopefully we won't have any ejection. So we've got a number of redpolls on. We'll catch up with them both, well, every week really, from sort of now on in. We'll see how they're getting on in the room. So beautiful little bird. I think the pieds in particular I'm attracted to. I love the agates as well. I have owned in the past some Isabels. I haven't got any in the room at the moment. I think one of the things you tend to find with redpolls is the colours of them go in and out of fashion. So the fashion over the last few years has definitely been pied. Cobalt, I think, for me is a stunning bird as well. So as I say, hopefully, well, they always cause heartache, the redpolls, but hopefully they'll be okay this year. So our second lot of species to focus, I guess, is the siskin. Now, I've owned siskins, I've bred siskins, mutation siskins. I've got a couple of pair of browns in actually at the moment. But I've owned siskins before and bred them successfully. I had them for a season. The siskin cock sound is a rasping sound, and it can be, when they're in full condition, it can be quite sort of terrifying actually. I do like a siskin. One of the things I've found with the cock birds is they can be a nuisance. You've got to be careful with the siskin cocks because they can get weight on them. So really, I've got these in flight cages which are 4 foot long, about 2 foot high, and a foot front to back. So decent sized cage for a pair of siskins. Again, I'm using front nest pans on them. I've had them nested there before. Incubation period about 11 to 12 days. I generally have singled off the cock in the past, and I may well do the same this year because as I say, they can be a nuisance. We can have a look at some previous footage of young siskins that are bred, and the mother here was an unflighted bird, but she was absolutely brilliant. She did a really good job. So fingers crossed everyone will have the same amount of joy this time round. Now our final bird in focus is the twite. The twite is a bird that, well, I'm hoping to breed for the first time this year. So I have got some photos, I've got some video very kindly from Alan Horey of his successes in the past. Alan's had twites for over 30 years, and this pair of twites has actually come from out a lovely, lovely, lovely pair of birds, treating them exactly the same as the siskins, as the red poles. So they've got some live food there, they've got similar kind of seed mix, they've got two nest sites, one internal, one external, so they've got a choice to see which they use. They carry the same ring as well, so it's a B ring, and again I'll be using the same piece of equipment to put that B ring on the young, should we get young. Hopefully if we do, then I'll be supplying them with a daily supply of pinkies, frozen pinkies, which are just little frozen maggots. I'll obviously be defrosting them before I serve them. But the twite, I think, is a beautiful bird, absolutely beautiful bird. Don't see many of them around, but it is an absolutely stunning bird. So I'm hoping that we'll have some success with the twite this year in the Native Diaries. Well, listen everyone, thanks for watching. That's the end of our episode 3 of season 1 of the Native Diaries. Wish us all the luck in the world in the room. We will keep up to date with what's going on here. Next time out on the show, we'll be looking at the mewling pairs that we've got going on right here in the Canary Room. If you've enjoyed it, please like, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time everyone, take care.